There, I'm back. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. How are you all? You're well? I think you can see me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me nice and clearly? Radio silence. I'll pop me a little message once you can hear me. Hello. Ah, James P's been watching the architecture the railways built. Yeah, good, I'm glad. Welcome, everyone. As ever, we'll start with a little catch-up, shall we? I'm just going to take a nice... Hi, George. I'm very well, thanks. I'm going to take a little sip of this Red Bush. Oh, I needed that. I don't know whether Ella will be in this or not. Hopefully not. Hopefully Ella is going to be having food. But Ella and Johnny know why my throat is dry. Anyway. I've got this holding screen, but it's no good. Right, let me go back. Oh, spoilers. This is where... Here we are. This is what we were up to. I've just got an email saying I'm live, I think. Oh, no, it's from some other people. That's exciting. Anyway, we're in 1885, aren't we? We'd been doing things. We'd kind of let the time run on. We'd been looking at the network. I realised we got a bit beyond 85, but... I saved it in 85 and then we skipped back to it because we kind of let the game run on, and I don't want it to run on too much. We have to let things, expand the network at a decent rate. Today we're going to be looking at what are we going to be looking at? We're going to be looking at some of the islands and just sort of thinking about tourism and thinking about some of the freight transport, some of the shipping, having a little think about how that ties into the railways, whether we can expand it. I'm going to spend some time looking at the various lines. It's checking the lines and checking... so checking whether we need to look at some of the crowding of the stations, whether some of the lines are not used enough, whether we need to expand some of the stations. So all that so it's some admin sort of stuff. But also, we're going to be looking at potentially thinking about a new major infrastructure project that's going to be growing based on some quite high demand along a certain route. So that's something interesting to think about. In any case, before we do any of that though, remember you can download this map. The link is in the description, and if you download that map, you also get this. Now this I'm excited to tell you about. I think I hinted at it last time, but as you can see, it's expanded a bit since last time. I think I've got most of the East Coast done now. What is this, you might ask? Well, it is a new line map. So there's Bradshaw. You can see passenger stations with the white background, goods stations with no white background. Eventually, it'll also have the line company, the name of the line, who built it, and the year that it was built as well. You can see I've done it for a couple of them, but not for all of them. Yes, this is the full network map. So this is all the lines. So you can see where it's 4-track, 2-track, and single track as well. This is grown, yeah. So you can see it's kind of expanding fairly substantially. You see Richmond is just bonkers. This is Richmond with the you can see the Great Northern Railway kind of weaving over the top of it there. What else have we got? There's Gisborough. Yeah, so you can see. So this is just for me. This is just interesting to see the scale of the railways we have, and eventually this will be useful for planning what the future looks like. It does look a bit like the new Adelstrop map. Yes, Ella, you are here. What are you doing? I was just saying I've lost my voice, and it's your fault. No, you know why that is. Anyway, so what else we got? Yeah, so you can see there's the loop going. I think it looks fantastic. I'm quite pleased with it actually. It looks quite good in RGB as well, as in with the actual. I've got a new screenshotted map that's without all the weird blurry bits on it, so that should be good. What else we got? We've got so you've got the main line here down to Wakefield. Yeah, so and you've got junction. So I've got junction names and names of features, and yeah, all sorts going on here. You can see the old alignments here as well. So I've got the old alignments are marked too. So I'm quite pleased with how that looks. Yeah. So this is here it is. So there's this Hexham. So obviously we expanded Hexham recently. And then yeah, so then it becomes unfinished. Over this side, I'm kind of quite a long way behind. Well, not behind. I just haven't done that bit yet. So anyway, so you can see I'm kind of working my way westwards. What have I just done? Yeah, I've just done the Droitwich Spa to Nottingham Victoria section now. Anyway, I'm having fun on that. I think it looks quite good. I'm looking forward to sharing the finished thing with you all. But we must look now to the other thing. Because it's 1885, we got to the end of 1885. I've updated my data as well, so we've got all the lines data here. If anyone who's seen this kind of shows what our utilisation is for each railway company, how many trains they're running. So the Great Central is by far the biggest railway company. You know, they've got nearly 5,000 seats. The Great Western comes second. It has just over 3,000 seats. The utilisation of these is about 20 to 30%, which is... so I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how these expand, as what the utilization looks like when the kind of the cities continue to grow. We've had quite a bit of growth actually. We've nearly got what have we got? We've got 18,326 people in our on our little island. And as ever, I generally update the data for the cities and towns. So the largest kind of settlements. So we've got, Bradshaw's still the largest. It's nearly 800, a population of nearly 800 now in 1885. Kingston second, Shanklin third. Maghull, Stratford and Lowestoft, there you can see quite large. Actually, Maghull and Shanklin are about the same size, major cities. And then all these large towns. And it's kind of my intention that all of these should really have good connectivity to each other. And if you remember last time, we had this sort of diagonal thing showing connectivity. You can see Shildon's pretty bad because it's obviously got its own segregated system, but because of the frequency connecting up to Bradshaw, it's not too bad. I don't mind it too much. But you can see that if we list by disconnectedness, here you can see that the best connected is Bradshaw. Shanklin is next, then Kingston, then Bury, then Lowestoft, kind of as you'd expect. Maghull next. Because actually Maghull and Stratford are not hugely well connected, which is something we might need to solve soon. Anyway, so lots of... Yeah, so this allows me to get an idea of the towns that are not so well connected. Actually, you can see, if we look along here, that actually some of these smallest places, like the lines on the Southern Railway that are not hugely well connected, they're kind of quite separated. Anyway, this was quite bad last time, and these have all improved greatly thanks to... basically thanks to the fact that we've introduced a couple of really long-distance services that cross the island and connect up a lot of stations, so that's quite good. Anyway, so that's all that. I'm going to relist this by population size now, because I kind of want to see where I need more freight, because this episode is going to include some freight stuff. Anyway, spreadsheets. You didn't come on here to look at spreadsheets, did you? So it's high time I did this, then did this, then did this, then did this. No, not that. This. Here we are. We're in game, everyone, and I have made a point of panning around a bit to reduce the lag. Anyway, let's see. So, right, what are we going to start doing? Let's head over to Shanklin first. We're going to have a look at these islands. It's 1885. Let's go down and have a look at Shanklin. Before we kick off 1886, I just want to have a look at some of these. We're going to first have a look at our boating, our shipping lines, and see how they look profitability-wise. So let's see. Let's go in here. How are you all, Ellie? Are you all well? Oh no, let's not do that. Let's just look at all of our shipping. So we've got the Bodmin Ferry. Let's actually list these by the most pants in terms of income as well. So you see some of these so it's generally the freight lines that are making the big cash. As you can see here, like there's a wood supply here. They're making a lot of decent cash because they're shipping a lot of stuff. What else we got? Yeah, lots of all the stuff ones are quite good, so they're making a decent pile of cash. We do have some profitable passenger lines, though. So the Flitwick to Harpenden, that's actually making a profit, which is quite impressive, actually. What else we got? We've got... So shall we... Yeah, so that's I'll tell you what, this one's making a profit. So the ones that are making a profit, shall we switch them out? Manage vehicle. Let's swap this out to the new... there we go. Let's do that. Yeah, nice. Happy with that. Also, these ones, I think, do the same with these. Yeah, let's just... Because I think they're faster, so there's a bit of a time advantage in going for the new one there. I think that'll help. And this one, the Westminster to Clacton, seems to be looking pretty good as well. So those are profitable, actually, which is, you know, remarkable. This one is I mean, that's borderline, isn't it, really? Let's see. Zoe, you're in Scotland. Oh, good to hear. Well, send my regards. So this is not making much profit. Now, why is... Now, maybe if we make it a bit quicker, maybe it can. So again, I think this one, we're going to swap it out with the new ship. There we are. Orpington to Portsmouth will leave as the older one, just because, I think. What else we got? So then, as you can see, we've got all these. These are carrying people. They are carrying people. Yeah, so these are carrying a lot of people, but why? But they're still not making much cash. Now, why is that? It's because their so their outgoings are... Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, there we go. I'm not used to seeing this much data held, actually. So if I zoom in... So the issue we've got is that the earnings are increasing, but they're not earning enough to cover the running costs. The running costs are kind of increasing. Now, are there running costs because the ships are a bit older? Is that why? Could be, couldn't it? Because that is a lot of passengers. So, manage vehicles. What condition? They're in good condition. Yeah. So, let's see. So then you can see what's not doing so well. Lots of these passenger lines are really not doing well at all. So what's that? Orpington to Flitwick is... So that goes... So that line kind of connects Orpington, Southport, Shanklin, Flitwick. So that's basically competing with the railway. You know what? I think that one's going debusty. So Orpington to Flitwick, that to me, if we go here and just let's keep that, let's pop it down here for now. Let's see. So where's that? That is this one. It's basically mirroring the railway. There's no point in it, is there? It's gonna go. We're gonna sell it. The MV Bristol and the MV Orpington. So those vehicles, we're gonna send these vehicles to... no, we're not. We're gonna just send them to the depot. Yep. And then we're gonna... That line... Orpington to Flitwick. Where are we? It's gone. Orpington to Flitwick. RIP. It's gone. What else have we got? Does everyone agree with that logic? There we go. Yeah, Zoe, this is an interactive... It's live, so it can be interactive. Yeah, welcome. We've got lots of favourite. Joseph June, Ellis here, George... Oh, Besquicklehausen's here. Spreadsheet only stream when. Yeah. Oh, Besquicklehausen, actually. I'm going to share that. I'm going to in the Discord. I'm going to share that that PDF because I can't wait to finish it. I don't know if you saw it. The with all the detailed lines, but it just looks nuts. It looks absolutely nuts. Southport, RIP Southport Pier. Yeah. Is there any? Yeah. There's basically nothing happening in it, so it's kind of not being used, really, is it? Yeah. There's nothing there. Oh, bit of lag there. So if I go to charts, yeah, you can see it's not really had much usage anyway. It was pretty popular in 1883, but you can see it's just that's it. Let's just let it turn to dust. It's not getting much use. What? So next thing we need to do is what else have we got? This one, Shanklin to Oban. So Shanklin, I'm surprised at the Shanklin to Oban ferry. You know what? I'm going to manage these two. I think both of these need to be changed to the new vehicle to be a bit quicker. Yep. So let's just have a look. So you can see Shanklin to Oban you'd expect to be a bit more. So if I just put the ships only on, there we are. You kind of, yeah, you can sort of see that's just basically an out and back to Oban, and then it connects with this one that's kind of bouncing between the different. So let's tell me if you want to do other things, by the way. Josh Likes Cola asks me, hey up, wondering what your thoughts are on TFGM wanting to replace heavy rail with Metrolink. Mixed feelings. It depends on the line. It depends on the pattern of travellers. For me, I think both need to exist. Metrolink is good. Basically, you use the heavy rail to move the bulk of people between the kind of the larger nodes, and then you use Metrolink can parallel them and then allow people to join the kind of the closer dots. So mixed feelings. It depends on what the wider plan is, but Manchester needs a proper metro system as well. Metrolink is not a metro system, as you've heard me say lots of times. What else have we got? So Shanklin to Oban isn't doing well, but I'm hoping it would. Leighton to Ely. Leighton to Ely now. What's that doing? Oh, these are some of the lines going. So if we go Leighton to Ely, that's this one here. Yeah, it's not really carrying anyone. Now, why is that? Is that because it's not that well connected? You see, there's not a great connection, but perhaps it's because people are travelling. Yeah, well, they're not doing that either. Well, we'll leave that one for now. But the other thing we need to look at is if we've got tourists coming over from Flitwick to... So let's have a look at what lines have we got in front of us here. So we've got this one here, Flitwick to Westminster, which I think is not bad. I think I'm doing this badly. It's not doing great. But it's carrying a good number of people, so it's not far off. I think it might improve even now we've got that new ship as well. So you can see we've also then got this connection over to Clacton-on-Sea. Now I wonder if the Westminster to Clacton line, see, that's doing all right. So this is clearly popular. This is and a lot of this is going to be holidaymakers coming and spending time on these islands because they're a popular holiday retreat. And that kind of explains why you've got a not bad number of passengers travelling by rail on the purple train. Some. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of work on the purple train to enable a loop passing so that they can run new rolling stock. We're also going to just check. So these are, yeah, it's pretty busy. Clacton's actually pretty busy. It's got a lot of people. It's actually got some stuff being delivered to it as well. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Clacton, another popular tourist destination. This island is popular. So, and in terms of people going to Oban, I don't think that is as popular. So, if I look at this, I think, let's see, yeah, Portsmouth to Clacton. It's not huge. There are not many people travelling on that. It's interesting. Oban, it's just not getting the popularity. So, yeah. So perhaps is it worth doing do you think it's worth doing a Shanklin to Clacton? So I think maybe it is. So, which kind of means I need to do this. We've got the Bristol and the Orpington. We'll come back to those. Yeah, we'll have let's do it. Let's get a new line set up. Let me just go and new line. Going to go from somewhere in Shanklin over to Clacton Harbour. There we go. It's going to be Shanklin to Clacton, and it's going to be. We're going to make this nice blue because that's the colour that it is. The railway company, the Royal, what is it? The Royal Archipelago Shipping Company. No Harpenden to Cambridge Ferry. There is a Harpenden to Cambridge Ferry. Harpenden. Oh yeah. There isn't. You're right. Good point. What is this? Flitwick to Harpenden. Is that one? No. Flitwick to. Where is it? Is it that one? Oh yeah. Let's add Flitwick to Harpenden to Cambridge to Harpenden. There we go. Let's do that just to make sure that is being served. Good point. Right, we've got our ferry up. We just need new ships to run this service now. Shall we direct the Bristol to? Should we those two ships? Should we get them going, or should we have something else? What are we naming the ships then? Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to have... just let me double check. How many ships did I have on that line? I know a lot of people here are like, I don't care about ships, I'm here for railways. We're not going to do loads of ships. Don't worry. So we've got 2 on that. Okay, we're going to have 2 on this then. Let me just... That's a road depot. Where's I've got a shipping thing here somewhere. Shipyard, there we go. That's what I want. So I want 2 of these. I want these to be this nice blue colour. And what we're going to call these? We're going to call this the. This is going to be the. This is the MV. Where are we? Ketley. There we are, very nice. And this is the. They're going to be the MV June. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Get these, and these are going to go on to the. What was it? It was Shanklin to Clacton, wasn't it? There we go. So that's improving that a little bit. Let's go down here and do. So what I need to do is set this up cleverly enough that I can get something to come into the sidings and something to leave the sidings, which means I need to do a signal. Not a one-way signal, and it's going to be here. And I think what this will need me to do is to have a... what's probably the neatest way to do it? Possibly it's to actually have a... Maybe it's to have a... Yeah, that's probably it. And... yeah, there we go. Get rid of that signal. I think possibly it'll be to have a... Will that work? I think that'll work, you know. I don't think these trains are very long. 80, yeah, that's fine. So, we're going to get a new vehicle. We're going to actually stock up a new vehicle. There we are. Let's do a little think. 2, 3. What is it? Doesn't need to be very long, does it? Buy that. And this is going to be... so we're going to make it purple. Which is not... I know that's not really purple. Should we go for a darker purple? Yeah, let's go for a darker... Nah, I quite like the pink. We're now going to... We're going to do it. We're going to now send this on to the... Now, is this going to screw everything up? It might do, you know. I'm going to send this onto the railway. So we've done that. Onto Western Isles Railway. This one now... How many people are on it? Not that many. I'm going to then send this one to the depot. I probably should have... That was about to unload those 9 people and give me money, wasn't it? Yeah, whoops, never mind. No, I quite like the fact that it's not the purple train. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're swapping it out with a newer train. There we go. That's happening. In fact, let's do that. Let's just have a look. Let's enjoy it, shall we? I'll wait for the lag as the whole game as my CPU works out what the hell is going on and makes many calculations. I'm going to hope now that this is going to park up here. Yes, good. I'm going to have another sip of tea. Ah. I mean, it's taking its time. Come on now. It's a funny little railway, this one. I imagine it is like... This is a bit like the Isle of Wight, this island. That's kind of how I imagine it. Yeah, this train's chuffing along. There it is. See, it's in decent nick. It's a grand old thing. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, that is just basically swapping that out. I think, in terms of island interest, so long as we've got a decent... I'm kind of... We've got a bit of back and forth. I think it's time to have a look at freight. There we are. Anyway, we've looked at our islands. There wasn't going to be much going on in the islands, because there's only so much you can do in this game. You can't really encourage people. As long as we've got decent coverage, which I think we do. Right, freight. This is where I need to look at the spreadsheet again. So, Bradshaw's not bad. Kingston's not bad. Lowestoft A lot of stuff's pretty good, actually. Stratford is not great. Yeah, Bury. Let's go and have a look at Bury. So, right. I'm going to have a look at Bury Station now. Where are we? What about the large island in the east? There's not much going on in this large island in the east. This large island in the east is has a town called Halewood on it that has not got bad growth, actually. Partly because it's supplied by the Halewood Company, which is just a goods company that manufactures things and has lots of ships shipping it all sorts from everywhere. There we are, see. And that's about it. So it's not. It's a bit more. People have less interest in it for whatever reason. I don't know. It's not as touristy. Bury Station. Is this train left yet? Oh, it's still here. Come on now. I love that. I'm quite pleased now that we're starting to get more and more trains that look like trains. I'm very pleased. Oh, is there an update coming to TPF2? That's good. Oh, look, we've got a load of trams doing their thing. Haverhill is actually... Is it bigger? I think it's big. Yeah, Haverhill is now bigger than Bury. Haverhill has expanded to the point where it's larger than Bury. Right, talking of which, we need to look at... what lines can we see here? We need to have a look at the Bury food. So where are all these trains? Please, let me... Please... Yeah, okay, so what's that got in it? It's got nothing in it. See, why is this shipping no food? Does anyone in the chat... How do these things pull demand? Because this is shipping... I know that I'm shipping more freight than it can be absorbed into Kingston, but it's sending nothing to Bury. These trains are empty. This is an empty train. I mean, it's an empty train because it's miles away from where it should be. I don't know how these have got so horribly routed. I'm sacking all the signallers anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think I can add more than 3 trains. If they're going to carry them, if they're going to carry empties, it's just no use. Anyway, you can see here, this train is carrying Nout. Looks nice though. Hopefully this train is now going to disappear outwards along here. We also need to go over to... any suggestions for things that we think we need to be happening, by the way? What time is it we've got? I think it might be quite a good idea to... I mean, the trouble is it's quite constrained. It's difficult to expand this to 4 tracks because it's... Yeah, I don't think it's possible to expand that to 4 tracks. To be honest, it's not too much of an issue. Right, next thing we're going to do. I'm going to pause. We're going to look at stations. We're going to look at... No, we're not. Vehicles. We're going to look at vehicles. Go through and replace any vehicles that are getting old. So let's have a look. See, road vehicles, condition. Got some bad road vehicles. Let's sort these out because, oh my goodness me. Okay, yeah, that's something we need to fix. So, good grief. Good grief. Where to start? Manage vehicles. These are all bad. So what is this? So let's replace them with, yeah. Replace all those. What's the next one? This, manage vehicles. Let's... oh, they're all bad. Let's replace those all with this. Yeah, marvellous. What else? Rugeley Petrol, manage vehicles. Yeah, they're all bad. Let's replace those because these just wreck petrol. These create really bad emissions. They go slower, and I think they, as a result, knock they knock your growth, which is no good at all. Don't want that at all. So let's do that. There, we're getting there. Metropolitan deliveries. Let's swap these out with these as well. Oh crikey, they're all. That's in Bradshaw actually. That's what that is. Yep, swap those out too. See, it's going to be an admin episode. Pronunciation of Haverhill is a bit painful. Go on, Al. You pronounce it down the chat to me. How should I be saying it? Bearing in mind, these are on an island. They're getting mispronounced anyway. There's a strange collection of people who've collected these names, so that's canon. So I'm off the hook. Oh my goodness, lots. I didn't realise how many. Normally I try and keep on top of this, but I've managed not to. Just swap them all out. Lovely. Let's see. Those as well. Let's get those swapped out. I think we're nearly there. Oof. these two. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of... You can see how much road freight is moving around already. I think this is only going to get worse. As the game progresses, I'm going to start using... once a hay, not a Haverhill. Sounds a bit Scottish, you know, when I haver. Yeah, not that anyone knows what havering is. Oh my goodness, no, there's more. Right, Cambridge Refinery, okay. Swap those out. Excuse me. Oh, let's have some more tea since my voice is going. Yeah, swap these out as well. Good grief. It's giving you a hint as to how many... I mean, there's a lot of freight stuff that I don't really go into that you don't see in terms of freight rail. This gives you an idea of how much road freight there is happening without, like, off-stream. There we are. And swap those out to place. These are all about to... What age are these? These are all going to go as well, so I'm going to swap these out. It's all just capex that's reducing my overhead, so I'm at peace with this. Let's see. Let's swap. What's this? Wakefield. Oh, it's the Wakefield carriages. Oh, yeah. Now, what if I swap these out? Are there any alternatives? There's not really. There's this thing, which carries 5 people. What is it? It's a steam vehicle. Nah, let's leave it horse and cart. I'm not Elon Musk. Let's leave it horse and cart. We know what we're doing with that. There are some old carriages here. Anyway, these are all sort of fine. Grand. Any thoughts, anyone? See previous, make sure. No, Michael C. I did not see a previous message. Wait a minute. Let me do scrolling through the chat. Michael C. Make sure it covers all the shops in the town that want the food. If it doesn't, then set up some sort of truck shuttle. Ah, yeah, I've got a truck shuttle, but maybe I don't in Bury. Actually, that's a very good point. Very good point. I kind of want to... yeah, so if I go here... Yeah. So if I click the freight layer, the cargo layer, all the cargo is over there. So actually I kind of want to have a freight delivery on this side and a freight delivery on this side. And then have everything getting moved around that way. Yeah, let's do just that. So we want to place a freight stop. We're going to place it down here. Just one. There we are. And then another one. In fact, let's do another one over... No, let's close this layer and then... Yeah, okay, that'll do me. The trouble is, if I do that, it means I need to have one of these as well. Which begs the question, where can I fit one of these? Which is a... Because you can't just... You have to have stuff load. And correct me if I'm wrong on this, I think you have to have a... you have to have a connection. You have to have like a... transfer of... You have to have one of these to then transfer into the... Like, you can't have a pickup, so I need to have one of these. Which is annoying, because it needs to fit. Let me have a think. What's the best way to do this? Oh, it's tricky, because everywhere's built up. I don't really want to demolish a load of stuff to get it fitting. If I spin this to like this. Yeah, that'll do. Just expand it as much as I can, but it's kind of quite a tight space. Yeah. Let's now pop a little line, new line from here to here, then over to here, then back. Bury Municipal Goods Limited. And so that's fine. What colour is it going to be? We're going to make it, let's make it green. So I can sort of see what's going on. And we're going to get, I don't know if I have, do I have a road depot? It's a tram depot. Tram depot. No, there's no road depot, so I need a road depot as well. That's fine. I can build a road depot somewhere like up here. Yeah. Let's build a road depot over here. This is all going to get absorbed by city. I can see this expanding quite a bit. Yeah, let's just do it here. And what do we need? It needs to be able to carry everything, and we're going to have 8 of them. And we're going to ship them over to Bury Municipal Goods. That's that. It's going to do it. Yeah, there we go. At some point, you need the entire map to produce 0 emissions. Yeah, it's going to happen at some point. Space on the beach. Huh. So, oh, you want to see the track mileage? Okay, that's doable. Charts. Oh no, you want the data, don't you? Headquarters is what tells us that, isn't it? Total tracks. What is that? 620 kilometers? Yeah, 620 kilometers. There we are. With 11 kilometers of bridge, 2.6 kilometers of 2.6 kilometers of tunnel. There you go. It's not hugely exciting, but that is the data. Total passengers transported. Wait, what? What's that number? Number of passengers transported. Passengers transported total. What's the difference between those two numbers? What? Passengers transported last 2 months? I don't get it. Shame you can't actually build below sea level. Yeah, well, you can, yeah. Right, anyway, enough of that. So that's hopefully going to draw in a bit more freight into Bury to help Bury expand. I've got a feeling we'll need to do the same in Haverhill. I think both... Oh, it's food and then fuel and cogs in. So if I look at freight in Haverhill, there's just loads of... There's pretty high freight demand. Lots of fuel. And the fuel is delivered over here where no one cares for it. So it's not pulling in a huge amount of fuel demand. That'd be why. That's not expanding much. I think, let's just check Stratford. I think Stratford has a... Does Stratford have a delivery system? Yeah, Stratford municipal delivery. So that does have a delivery system. So I think... So now what I need to do is expand on these, on the freight, because I think these are pretty rudimentary. So if I have a look at the freight lines, yeah, just one train and just one train, and it's kind of doing everything. It'd be quite good to have it. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's a fuel train, so it kind of does everything. So this actually the fuel's not bad. I think if I go to Stratford and look at the fuel, I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, 55. Actually, it's not perfect. It's not great, but it would be. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was a bit higher than that. We just need another train, which means we need a passing loop of some kind. Yeah, so that just goes to there, doesn't it? Does it? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Yes, it's not. It's quite a straightforward bit of line. It comes, so it picks the juice up here, takes it here, converts it here, then goes all the way back. Yeah, it goes all the way back to then take it to Stratford and then starts again. So we need, if we're gonna have a passing loop, we need one here, and then we can have 2 trains, which can double the amount of fuel arriving in Stratford, which I'm keen for. I'm keen for that. So let's do it. This annoyingly means I'll have to. Anyway, it's fine. There we go. It means I have to update my map again. 30. There we go. Yeah. And just pop in our BiDi signals to... Now, that's fine. All I need to do now is go in here and duplicate this train. This one, I blink in well hope that it's over here. It is. Good. Oof. Now, this is a new one. Let's just double check. What's this? Yeah, it should all be brand new and happy. Also, this one I can make all brown because it's brand new. Ah, good. So that doubles that. Now, can we do the same on... We should be able to do the same on here because it's travelling... If I look at the freight on here, yeah. So this is running. It's got plenty of sections. So I could triple or even quadruple the number of trains running on this bit, which I'm going to do just that. Tools. This is mixed goods. Lovely. Let's get 2 more of these. These two. Let's make them all brown first, and just name them appropriately. Let's see what that does. I think that'll be good. Hopefully that won't clog up horribly. We'll find out. It kind of depends on. So that comes in. So the tools get made here and then go work their way out. So it kind of depends on where they end up waiting, doesn't it? So they might end up queuing back here and causing headaches. So it might be a good idea to create an additional loop here, kind of like a holding loop, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I'm going to do that here. Yep, 30. Just go here. No, don't that'll do, I think. And then yeah, on a nice straight. I think that's long enough. That looks like 160 meters. Good. That's gonna then. Oh, cax axis the wrong side, isn't it? Yeah, I screwed that up, didn't I? Yeah, it's going to wait here, so I need the waiting to be on this side. Oopsie daisies. There we are. There, now we're getting somewhere. That then goes here. And I just need to go into Finney Stratford Tools, and before it arrives at Finney Stratford Tools, it's going to have add station there. Yeah, perfect. So it's going to come in and it'll queue up and wait there. Nice. How are we going? How many passengers run from Shanklin to Westminster? Is it popular? That's a good point. Let's have a look at. Let's go over here and have a look at. Well, first of all, let's have a look at destinations here. So Shanklin is pretty popular, and what's it? Flitwick. That's ish. What's Shanklin shrinking? No, not shrinking. Flitwick's shrinking. Westminster, right at the bottom. Some. Shanklin. See if I now go. Yeah, most people are traveling. So lots of people travel to Maghull, Harpenden, Kingston. Wait, Harpenden. Where's Harpenden again? Oh, it's out on one of the islands. Oh, so quite a lot of people travelling out to some of the island, to Harpenden. A lot of people to Kingston, actually. That's quite interesting. Going directly to Kingston, that'll be via the southern, I'd imagine. Stratford, a lot of people. Yeah, so, and quite a few to Bradshaw. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, you can see. What's this? Jobs. Oh, it's probably because I've demolished some stuff, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, anyway, right. So that was some freight for Stratford. What else do we want to do? So tell me what the next thing we're going to do is. We're going to keep having a. Wait, what time is it? It's just. In stream 45 minutes. I'm going to get playing again. So one of the things, I'm going to just give you a little sneak. So it's 1886, and the Great Central Railway is conscious of. Well, it's conscious of a couple of things. The first thing it's conscious of is the congestion and poor quality of the railway line connecting Rugeley and Kingston, which in turn means that Kingston is not well connected by the Great Central up to Bury. And so, what the Great Central Railway are looking at doing is building a tunnel connecting Kingston over here, via their line here, connecting Kingston via a tunnel up to onto the Hendon line, and then through Hendon up into Bury. So yeah, they're looking at building a big tunnel under the sea, as it were. This is the biggest. This is the big secret infrastructure project that's happening. Ella, no, it's 1886. We're not electrifying anything. I've unpaused. We're unpaused. Let's have it as ever. Let's go and have a look at our lovely. Oh, just what a beauty! Look at this. Just enjoy this for a moment while I have a drink of tea. Oh, it's just cracking, isn't it? Absolutely cracking. This is the bit where, as a driver, you have to be really brave, because that train is currently facing directly towards the other train, but it's going to go through the crossover. That's the Bodmin train, I think, coming through the bottom. What about this? This will be the Bradshaw to Kingston Suburban Service, the Great Northern Suburban Service coming in. It's just parked up. It's now... So look at this, I love it. I love it so much. There we go. These two trains going down there. Anyway, it's April '86. So, what are the other challenges we've got? Kingston is... So one of the challenges is that Kingston is not well connected to Mag Hull either. And you've got all these connecting lines. There are so many, and it shows on the map really well. You've got all these connecting lines, and none going directly from Kingston to... In fact, let me unpause briefly. No, I broke it. Let me pause briefly and get the PDF back. So you can't see this because I've not pressed the button. Wait for it. You're gonna see. Oh no! Let's keep my face up. There we go. So, so you can see the tunnel will run. Where are we? The tunnel will essentially connect out of Kingston, and it'll come off this stretch and I think basically come up and then come up on a new line, kind of like this. Can you see the? Oh, you can't actually see the mouse. Huh. No, I don't want to do that either, or that. It'd be nice if I could draw lines on here, which I know I kind of can on Adobe. But anyway, basically, it'll connect. So you can see the gap from here. It'll come across, so middle of screen, come across here and probably connect up on Hendon Central, and then head northwards. Happy days, connect up into Bury, and there you go. You'll have a much faster connection. The other thing I was talking about Mag Hull. I haven't actually modelled Mag Hull yet, have I? But you can see that from Kingston, you can't see anything because Mag Hull's not there. Mag Hull's like here. From Kingston, there are lots of these paralleling railway lines, but none of them actually go directly up to Mag Hull. It's kind of clear when you actually look at the map. When I've finished the map, it'll be a lot clearer, I think. So, how do I get the cool dark mode view of the network? I drew this by hand, manually. Besquickle House, and I don't know if you saw this at the start of the stream. This is what this is what I'm going to send on the Discord server. This is my work in progress, and it is. So these are all the lines in and around Bradshaw, which I've finished now. And the lines, I've got the lines, so these are all done, and I've got the lines up to, so the lines in and around Lowestoft are complete as well. It's quite busy. I think it's the lines around Bradshaw that are the most crazy. Like, I don't think you see this with the passenger lines that are there, but this is just, it's very busy with lots of railway line. Look at that, it's just chaos. I love it. I adore how much chaos there is here. It's so good. Anyway, it's a whip. To be finished soon. Time to get Game Face back. There we are. And get me back here. So let's keep playing. So 1886. So the first thing they're going to do, they're working out how they're going to build this this railway line. The first thing they're going to do is clearly they're going to build a road to get an idea of what this railway, where the railway is going to go, kind of do the surveying. So they're going to build this road out here. Because this is basically what the alignment they're looking at is, probably. And up here. Yep, so they're kind of looking at where the tunnel portal is going to be. Is it going to come up, like, is it going to come in round here and then go across? where is it going to connect to? That's kind of the things that the surveyors are looking at. Are they going to run it through under the kind of the shallow terrain here, or is it better to connect up here? So let's also... there we are, engineers. We generally... This one's a bit... There we are, and just kind of build this road out here, because this is where they're having a look to see where the railway's going to end up. And so they can do some surveying. So yeah, so I think the likelihood is it's going to be these 2 points where the tunnel is going to connect. It's going to connect across here. This is the project that this is kind of... Squicklehausen, I'm always... This is must-see TV. Well, I don't... Yeah. I enjoy it. I don't know how... It's fine. It's steady-paced, and people enough say they like the pace, so I don't feel I have to apologise for it by this point. We've kind of reached a point where things are slowing down, so the pit, it's changing a bit. It used to be lots of heavy infrastructure construction. We're kind of moving into a moving into a bit more of a realm where there's lots of changes to service, which we're going to look at, which I'm going to continue looking at this episode, because I think it's important to now get services right. The infrastructure is less critical. We built a lot of the heavy infrastructure already, but this is a new bit. So the project that this is a kind of analogous to is probably the Severn Tunnel. It's happening about the same time. It's going to achieve a similar thing, which is sort of avoiding a lot of travel up an estuary. It's that kind of work. So that's the sort of thing. They're going to have a look at that. They're going to work out how on earth, what route they're going to take, how much farmland are they going to bulldoze, all that sort of thing. So yeah, so they're kind of looking at where that's going to... So our engineers, whoever the Great Central Railways engineers are looking at how that's going to work. They also have to think about the capacity of the line through Hendon. So there's obviously considerations of what the infrastructure through Hendon is. Can they retain the level crossings? Can they dig those up? Whether they bypass Hendon altogether. There's sort of those discussions are happening. They're going to be out in little boats, probably dropping buckets with rope to get an understanding of what the ground conditions are. Lots of research going, lots of work going on. Even the Victorian engineers, by this point, by the 1880s and 1890s, they were doing a lot of, their surveying techniques were kind of much more advanced than they had been, decades earlier. But let alone in the start of the railway development in the 1820s and 30s, or start of modern railway development in the 1820s and 30s. So that's happening. That's the tease of what's going to be happening later. But we need to look. I'm going to pause again. We need to look at some of our station overcrowding. I said I was going to do it. I didn't even finish looking at vehicle conditions. So what about our trams? Any of these knackered? Good, mediocre. Yeah, they're fine. Trains are fine, basically. There's a Midland Railway service that's looking a bit... Oh, what's this? Back to Gisborough. Oh, it's still the old train. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's packed full. Crikey. What else in here? Oh, yeah, they've... Oh, interesting. Part of me feels like this train is going to be one that ends up... where are we? Yeah. That's a lot of old train. I don't quite know. Let's update this vehicle. Let's do that here. So we've got some nice old carriages. Let's swap this out with... let's swap it out with a much more modern. So let's go for... It's kind of a shame because it's quite nice old. It's the old stock. It's the original KBR, but no, it's time. It's getting... I don't know why I didn't just do replace, but I'm doing it this way anyway. Whatever. In fact, you know what? Stuff it. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it properly. There. Right. Midland Blue. And let's pop in one. So we had... What was it? It needs 66. Probably can't be longer than... Where's this one going down to... Is this the... This is to Gisborough, so it can't be too long. It's got to be... Can't be more than 80 metres. 55 capacity. It's not long. It's too long. Let's go for that. What's that? That's 6. Let's replace that with that. There we go. It's happened. Anyway, that's got rid of one of our mediocre trains. What else? We've got ships. We kind of looked at the condition of these, didn't we? It's got high maintenance, it's in mediocre condition. The MV Morecambe, I quite like this little old steamer. No planes. Okay, that's our vehicle condition. What other admin have we got to do? Heritage Line it. I could have heritage lined it, couldn't I? But the trouble is, I was full of people, and I didn't really want to empty it of people and send it on its merry way for those 60 people. Ultimately, we are running an operational railway. Stations. Oh god. Okay, right. Overload. Paynton. I don't care about that station. So much freight. Grove Road in Hendon. Why is this full of people? What's... Oh, crikey. Bloody hell. It's pretty maxed out, isn't it? What are they all waiting for? Oh, I like the hearing the chuff in the background is quite nice. Look at that. That's nice. Oh. This game, I don't know why it tickles my sensibilities in a good way. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the fact that you're setting up a railway and then stuff's happening around it unprompted. I do find that pleasing, even if sometimes that stuff involves buildings appearing in the middle of roads, like happened at Chesterfield last stream. Yeah, you can see the old railway line there that they've pulled the track up off, and there it is going up that way. Right, I got sidetracked again. Where were we? So that's Grove Road. Any other? I know there's loads of freight that's overfilled, but that's not such a big deal. Grange Road in Shildon. Not too worried about that. Mill Road, North Road. These are all like stops. It's so annoying that there's not like a filter of like. I don't need to see all the road stations. I want to see the railway stations. Really annoying. It's impossible to use. It's such an annoying bit of functionality they screwed up. Like, that's not useful. There are thousands of bloody stations everywhere. Like, that's not helpful to me. What would be helpful is if I use this overlay, which I'm going to do just now, which is this one here, which I think is okay. Let me go through my... Sorry, I'm just going to Alt-Tab to my spreadsheet so I can look at what... I can look at my cities and see what order... I need to go and look at the map. Let's go and have a look. I'll tell you what, let's just do it in... Let's forget the overlays. Let's just do this thing manually. We know which the big cities are. Let's go and have a look at... Let's also hide some stuff to make our lives a bit easier. Yep, put them on. Happy days. That makes our life a bit easier. The construction's not starting on the tunnel yet because it's being... I've named all my railway stations. I have, but... they still don't come out. I haven't named them in such a way that I can usefully sort them, which I definitely will be doing when we come to a potential future scenario. So let's go through all of our stations in Bradshaw. This is not overcrowded at all. There's no overcrowding. Everything's fine. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's ticking along all right. What about Bradshaw Metropolitan? Let's see what Bradshaw Metropolitan is doing. Again, no overcrowding. I think the service is pretty good. It's climbing nicely. I'm pleased about that. You can see it kind of pretty steady climb, I think. I hope. Oh, actually, yeah, what? Oh, bit of mild lag because I've just shown us like the busiest area in terms of railways. I think the rail... Oh, also... Not been paying attention to my capital finances. Let me just sort that out. Yeah, I think these are all running into a nice profit, actually. Let me just get these up. Oh, no, they're not. What? Why is this not running? What's this? It's running... Oh, it's not carrying that many passengers for some bizarre reason. Oh, who knows? I think Beswicklehausen's too busy to do collabs. This is like rest time. Let's not make it... we had Beswicklehausen on, actually, chatting about things. We'll get him on again to have a chat. Beswicklehausen, if you fancy it, I'll get you back on for a chat again once we kind of start, particularly on operational. It'd be interesting to get your perspective on some of the operations compared to how kind of early, maybe when we start running, we've got quite a few suburban type services running. It'd be interesting to see what your perspectives are on the efficiencies of some of these. That'd be quite fun. So let's have a look. This is also not crowded at all. It's pretty nicely... nicely well developed. I like that. That's good. Yeah, there's my US map, which I haven't started playing yet. There's potential collab there. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, we should definitely knock heads together. We'll hit me up on the Discord. We'll have a chat. It's managing time, but given that I'm doing 4 hours worth of this, I could just slow this down and do 2 hours. Do one stream of this and something else. Who knows? Who knows? You heard it here first, everyone. What about South Road? South Road looks pretty busy. I think it's because a lot of people change here, but they don't spend long before they can swap into the next train, because I think the service The service is pretty good through here. Kind of all sorts running through. There we go. Would enjoy if you had guests on, but would you be able to concentrate on the game? Yeah, we've had guests on before. I think last time we had Jay and Jeremy on, and before Christmas, and it was quite fun. I think we got through quite a bit. We were chatting away. Right, that's Bradshaw. Let's head to Kingston. I think Kingston is also in good form in terms of being busy. Yeah, it's not busy at all. The services are. Kingston. Looks alright. Yeah, nothing too dramatic there. Yeah, there's no great, huge pile of people. Let's head over to Shanklin. I did have the Patreon riot. That was alright, wasn't it? Everyone joined from Patreon. That was kind of fun. That was when our various... We're heading over to Shanklin. There we are. That was when we were doing the freight around Lowestoft, wasn't it? So, Shanklin Victoria, I'm going to guess, is basically empty. Yeah, there we are. It's not a busy railway station. Massively overbuilt. Not busy at all. What else have we got? We've got Shanklin Central. Quite busy, but not too bad. What about our favourite, everyone remember this game? It's actually quite empty. I think that's because the service, again, all of the services that come through here are taking people broadly in the direction they need to go. So I don't think people hang around in the station very long. I mean, saying that, the trains are miles away. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, it's quite well connected. It's Shanklin Great Western. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of services going to a lot of different destinations. It's not a bad station, and also it's this ridiculous footprint. Everyone loves this because it's such a crazy footprint. I like it. I've got a nasty suspicion that one of the potential futures is clearly that like both of the other stations get closed off and everything gets concentrated on Great Western. That'll just be horrible. It'll just be because you'll have terminating. As soon as this works because it's all through services. There are no terminating services here. As soon as you get terminating services, it just wrecks the capacity. Absolutely wrecks it. Anyway, that all looks fine. Doesn't look busy at all. There's people hanging around. Ooh, Stadtbahnhalle. Oh, that's exciting. That is an electric tram, isn't it? Forget everything that we're doing. Okay, I'm going to pause because we need to roll out the electric tram. But we're going to finish. We're going to keep doing this for all the large towns just to kind of keep an eye on everything. So that was Shanklin. Next up is Maghull. Let's go over to Maghull. So that's down the Great Central. You remember? Here we are. This is Great Central. So that's via Paignton. This is the Great Central line here, running out of Central through Paignton and down into Maghull, where we had this. You remember we did this station rebuild. Oh, bit of lag. Sorry. We did the station rebuild. So there we are. So, again, Maghull, I think Maghull is a busier station. Yeah, there's 71 people waiting for the Shanklin to Framlingham service. 71, crikey. That's interesting. Where are all those 71 people? I don't see them. Oh yeah, they're all here. They're all kind of parked up here. Is this Shanklin to Framlingham? No, it's not. Oh, so there are quite a few people piling up for that service. They might wait a while because there are only 2 trains on that service, I think. No, we need to kind of keep an eye on that then. That's kind of why I'm doing this. Where are we? No Terminators. I'm not doing it. It's not happening, Ella. Right. Maghull Stratford is up here. Notice there's no good connection from the Great Central up to Stratford. It's a major. If you're on the Great Northern, you've got this direct connection to Cord up to Ipswich. This isn't causing too many problems actually. This shit junction here, frankly, isn't causing too much of a pain. Everything seems to be flowing quite nicely. Besquicklehausen's tunnel down here was an excellent suggestion. That's working quite nicely and keeping congestion really low on through Rugeley. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Back to Stratford. This is Stratford Joint Station, by the way. This is no longer Stratford Great Western. This is now called Stratford Joint because the Great Northern invested. You can see their architectural style. You know, the 2 big buildings with the little connecting annex. That's the architectural style of the Great Northern. You remember when we built Ipswich? Or Melksham. We go over to Melksham. You can remember that this is the style. Yeah, there we are. There's the style of their buildings, you see. So that's their style. Anyway, that's so now that's now a joint station. So it's a joint work station, both companies collaborating. It looks busy as hell. Bloody hell. Who's going where here? 118 people waiting to go to Bradshaw. I presume that's this platform then. Yeah. That's pretty busy. It's a pretty profitable line. When's the next train arriving? Hopefully soon, because otherwise it's going to get really chronically overcrowded. But actually, it's alright for now. Yes, so what else? That's Stratford, Lowestoft. Let's head to Lowestoft. Oh, actually, while I'm here in Stratford, actually, how much is this ferry getting used, I wonder? Yeah, it's not bad. It's getting some service. Is this line a profitable one? Yeah, it is. People use it. People are travelling by that service to get to the ferry, to get up to Stratford. Yeah, it's not hugely well used, but it's not. I mean, yeah, that's not bad actually. Annual usage of up to 60. That's pretty busy. I'm at peace with that. That's pretty decent actually. I like seeing the infrastructure getting used, particularly the intermodal infrastructure. You know, moving from one to the other. It's kind of cool. So that's Stratford. The next station was Lowestoft, wasn't it? So let's head up to Lowestoft. Oh, sorry about the PowerPoint presentation impersonation there. Let's go to Lowestoft. So how's Lowestoft looking? Pretty busy, actually. So the GCR service, this is the new East Coast service that we introduced, the Bradshaw to Hexham. That's busy. That's a popular bit of railway. It's interesting that the really long ones that stop everywhere seem to be quite popular. So that's pretty busy in the direction of Melksham. So that's down towards... yeah, it's still not... It's amazing how not too... I mean, it's fairly busy. That's like 300. So that's 10 times as busy as a station compared to the others. We should have a ranking of which stations are most favourite. The trouble is, because of the shitty data management in this game, this is a lost opportunity. Not having a filter for service type up here, the same as the lines do. Like, just include this filter on here. Why is it not there? It's just daft. I know it's because the transport system is slightly different, but they do know when a train station is a railway station is a railway station, a bus. They do know that because the AI tells you when it's using the wrong kind of station. So just install the filter up there, the same as the others. Come on now. Really, really frustrating. There we are, and yeah, so that's just such a lost opportunity. It's so frustrating. So, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. So that's Lowestoft. Nothing too busy, is it? Is it really crowded? It's not. Doesn't look too bad. I've paused it because obviously we need to get those trams running. We need to get some electric trams running. That's exciting. 1887, the year of the electric tram. Next, we're going to Paignton. Now, how do I get to Paignton if I decide I want to? Down the line to Stratford. And then from Stratford... Actually, I don't know. Yeah, probably... Anyway. You can go down... Getting the train to Paignton from Lowestoft isn't actually that easy. Let's see how busy this station is. Whoa. Pretty busy is the answer. Paignton, the place to be, everyone. Yeah, the Shattington to Framlingham service is popular, but not frequent. Should I increase that because of its popularity? We'll see. We'll kind of keep an eye on it next year, I think. We'll maybe just kind of keep an eye on how that one develops. So that was that. Again, busy on the... That's pretty much it. Oh, the Midland Railway one. See what I mean? These long distance one. That's the one that runs right up to Southport Great Western. That's a really long... that's a really long service, and that again is popular. These kind of long, kind of destination to destination, like one end of the map to the other services, seem to be really popular. I don't know why that is. I need to perhaps introduce more of them. Your suggestions in the Discord, everyone, for any long distance point A to point B station services I need to introduce. Right, from Paignton we're going to Haverhill, or is it Haverhill? Oh, we'll never know. Although we do because Al told us. Also very busy. That is a busy station. That's 142 people waiting for the Bradshaw to Hexham service. See what I mean? That's the East Coast service, and also the Haverhill to Raleigh Town. So that's another long distance one heading from Haverhill all the way up to Raleigh Town. That's busy. That's really busy. See what I mean? That's a packed station. Look at it. Look at it. It's rammed. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? It's quite nice, isn't it? Let's get everything looking busy. I need my screenshots anyway, don't I? For the there we are. That's my screenshot done. I've got to do some screenshots for the next vids, haven't I? Anyway, right. That's busy as hell. Bloody Nora. Bury is next. Conveniently, they're very close in population. Bury's also pretty busy, I think. yeah, again, it's this long distance one. Absolutely rammed. It's quite interesting. I quite like that. Haverhill, please. What's the total population for this map? 18,000? 19,000? I don't know. Yeah, the way to do it is look at this, isn't it? Charts, towns, yeah. Population is 18,864. Pretty steady growth the whole time. Tracks, you can see that the great booms in construction, and then this sort of steady slowing down. And we've not built much for quite a long time now. You can see our finances are actually doing not bad. Finances and our capital value, this value is basically entirely related to the age of vehicle stock. So you can see every time I buy a load of new vehicles, the value shoots up and then it kind of steadily drops again. Yeah, not really much to say about that. Once, as ever, if we go back to our headquarters down here, refuses to upgrade. Not interested in upgrading. Not sure why that is, but it looks about as shoddy and dilapidated. But you know, on the plus side, we do have the picture of our P-way person here hammering the track. So you know, swings and roundabouts. Right, went to Bury. Next up, Shildon. Shildon, how crowded is Shildon Station? I don't know if it is too crowded, because it's on the Metropolitan, it's quite well served, so, and it's also kind of nicely split up. Passengers coming through. There's a few people heading towards, heading along the Ellesmere line towards Bradshaw, but yeah, likewise on the Maybury as well, but nah, it's nothing, it's kind of fine. I like this station, because it has freight kind of hammering through on these kind of freight avoiding lines down the middle. It's quite nice, I quite like it. It's kind of quite pleasing. Yeah, and then we've got Shildon South Junction down here, looking pretty busy. It's a pretty busy bit of railway down here, if you remember. We do at some point. The thing is, it's running quite smoothly. I think, yeah, this is congested. I think at some point we are going to have to build this long, vaunted, separate, kind of entirely segregate the Metropolitan Railway onto its own sort of line going up to Ellesmere. Or to Liverpool, then Ellesmere. I don't know if it's happening yet. The just start digging question for the tunnel. Nah, construction of the tunnel is not starting for another year yet. They've got to do a lot of construction. They've thought about it, but they're not going to do the construction work yet. What else? That was Shildon. Hendon. Hendon's up here, isn't it? It's this station here that's got the ferry connection to the Ashbourne ferry. That again, I think it's pretty popular. Yeah, that's a pretty popular ferry. I mean, it's okay, it's not this time, but it can be. Yeah. Anyway, Hendon. Let's follow our little railway through the tunnel here to Hendon. Oh, did I mark that tunnel up? I don't know if I did I? On my black and white map. Did I even include this line? I don't know if I did. I think that might... Oh, I just haven't done it yet. Clearly haven't done... Yeah, I've not done it yet. I've not actually modelled it yet. Oh, no, I have. I've just not drawn it. Oh! Well, there's a thing I need to do. Let me get that back and this back. That's a mistake I need to include. I'm going to actually write that down because I'm dumb. I am dumb. How did they build things before surveying was invented? They didn't. Stuff's always been surveyed. Even the ancient Egyptians had to do surveying to, you know, understand where they were going to put things. Draw Hendon. This is why I'm going to send that PDF of the big map out to you lovely lot for you to error check it where I've forgotten things. Hendon Ferry Branch. There we are. Right, I've got a load of things here. So I do have some actions that I need to do this episode before finishing off as well. But I know I'm bouncing around like a lunatic, so I'm going to pay attention to finishing this task, which is checking overcrowding at our major stations. A guy called Pi says, from experience, you can let the map run up to anything between 30 and 50k population depending on your PC. That doesn't reassure me in honesty. Basically, I don't really want to improve the freight around here anymore, because otherwise everything will get too good and too big and my PC will fall over. Yeah, okay. Noted. Duly noted. Is Blackpool crowded? Oh, we'll go and have a look at Blackpool. I'll tell you, let's go and have a look at Blackpool now before we head over to... Oh, we didn't look at Hendon. Right. How busy is Hendon? It is a bit busy, but not too bad. It's got quite a lot of people traveling. There's 3 different services. It's not too bad. Not crazy busy. Not a lot of trains running through Hendon. Actually, it's kind of not hugely busy. The Haverhill avoid. I'm going to call it Haverhill because that's what I'm doing it. You're just going to live with it. Are gonna Scottish people are used to English people pronouncing our stuff wrong all the time, so you can deal with it. The volume line's pretty busy, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff. Actually, there's a lot of stuff queuing. I think there's a lot of stuff queuing along here as well. In fact, are these 2 parked signals? Oh, no, they're not. They're moving. They are moving. That's reassuring. Yeah, good. But these aren't moving. They're kind of just parked. This junction's getting pretty busy, actually, isn't it? It's getting snarled up. We're not looking at Rugeley, but actually Rugeley is rammed. Look at the state of this. That's 88 people waiting to head towards Hendon on the Shanklin to Framlingham service. I'm surprised at just how busy that service is. It really is quite something. Anyway. Where are we? Yeah, we still moan about it. Yeah, it's true. Hendon, Flitwick. Flitwick next. So remember Flitwick had this big station built in it to deal with the new alignment. So there was the kind of the old South Road station that's kind of here and not much going on. It's kind of getting half demolished at this point. You got the old station there and it's kind of totally ignored and being built over and all sorts. But you got the new station here. There it is. And how crowded is it? I'm imagining not that crowded. Similar to there's a few folks in here. Just checking to see. The reason I'm checking overcrowding is just because I want to catch if there's a particular line that needs more trains. Flitwick Town, funnily enough, is not overcrowded at all. How many people are travelling in here? I mean, it's actually quite a few now. That's because this suburban shuttle that the Southern Railway are running is actually quite well used between Flitwick Victoria and Flitwick Town, which is the old railway station. You know, there it is. Let's look at the lines going in here. There's one service in and out. It's a massively oversized railway station. You know, such is life. That's Flitwick. Wakefield. Oh, crikey. Right the way across here. I've turned off edge scrolling, by the way. It makes my life a lot easier when I'm doing fast things. Here we are, Wakefield. I think Wakefield's quite busy because of this new blinking long distance service. Look at the state of this. What is this? Oh my goodness me. 167 people waiting to travel towards Haverhill. Look at that, 167. Should be able to create a bit of breathing room by cutting down the amount of shipping routes. Oh, really? Are they quite slow? Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of going to be an inevitability anyway. Although I do have a lot of shipping routes, and quite a lot of them are useful freight ones. So the last 2, Gisborough and Nottingley. Let's go to Gisborough and see how overcrowded Gisborough is. It is not. It's not too bad actually. Yeah, looks all right. Yeah, it's building up a few people. It's quite a nice series of different services running in there. And so that's that. And Nottingley, which is over here. Here's Nottingley. Nottingley is looking a bit busier. Oh no, it's not. It's got little, not big people. It's all right. Right, okay, grand. What we're going to do, we're going to go up to the Kroll Company. Given that it's quite an industrialised part of the world, we're going to start putting catenary down in Lowestoft. It's happening. Where are we? We're going to start putting catenary down. Where are we? Catenary, yes. So let's do this thing. We're going to start putting catenary down because we're going to start introducing the new trams. And I'm kind of wanting to bias development in favour of Lowestoft at this point. Wait a minute, what's that doing there? Why is that going up there? Not quite sure why the tram line is being built down that way, but never mind. Let's do that, and this sort of thing, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. There we go. Let's get that catenary up. This is my kind of electrification project. To be honest, this probably isn't far off the speed that would happen. What's this? We're going kind of fairly quickly through the days. Yeah. There we go. And why is this? It's a bit weird that they're... Oh yeah, that's fine. We're gonna get electric services, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary people. We are going to... we're gonna have electric services running. Oh, I'm excited about this. Electric tram. I mean, we've got very dramatic disaster music, which doesn't bode well for the introduction of these trams, so we're just going to electrocute huge numbers of city folk. In any case, I think... Have I got enough now that this will work? I think so. Let me just quickly do this to see. Yeah, we've got enough. So, let me just now convert all of these into... All of these are going to get converted into the new... Look at this. Boom. Boom. Electric trams. It's exciting. Look at them. Look at that. Oh, now we're talking. Very exciting and modern. Also, geez Louise, that's one hell of a series of... Love that. Gary Keener, FYI. Have a look at this. Cripes. Gotta go there. Yeah, cheers for been there. Cheers for Squicklehausen. We will see you. Well, see after you've had your lunch break. It's recorded. It's how YouTube works. Can't change it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got one electrified tramway. All those horses instantly turn into viscera. Yeah, we got rid of all those horses. They're gone. Very pleased about that. That's quite nice. That's very nice. What about Bradshaw? Should we do the same thing? Maybe. No, we're gonna Lowestoft is gonna be ahead of the curve on this one. We're gonna just do it in Lowestoft. It's gonna be the only place. Oh, I'm pleased about that. That's nice. Also, they've expanded. The city's expanded over here with the intention of growing. I hope it does actually eventually expand over there. We'll see what happens. Look at this. It's all running fairly smoothly. It looks to be running smoothly. Let me just quickly go in here and check out what are the worst. You know what's quite good is that all of our lines are not doing badly in terms of, like, none of them are sub-1,000,000 quid. So these express trains are not doing great, but I don't mind that too much because they kind of you have to have a minimum number of them to make them viable. But actually, so overall, we're not doing too badly. We've got a lot of quite good money-making trains. Generally, it's the freight ones, you'll notice. Yeah, I'm pleased about this. So what was my... Oh, yeah, we need to extend one of the services that runs into Bridport. It's the Great Northern service in here that runs into here. Bradshaw to Bridport. This is now going to change to the Bradshaw to Paignton. Yep. And how many trains run on this one? It's not that many, is it? It's just 2. I'm gonna... It's not that... Let's see. It's not hugely popular, so I'm going to leave it for now. But I am going to extend this to... so from Bradshaw to Bridport to Paignton. There we are. To Paignton. Yeah, it's gone into the platform I wanted it to as well, which is nice. And then back. There we go. Yeah, very nice. I mean, it's gone into the wrong blinking platform there. Go into platform 3, please. Oh, jeez, I didn't want to do that either. Platform 4. Yes, marvellous. Good. While I'm here, Brad, is that now neatly spread between them? Yeah, it is, kind of. More services in platform 3 and 4, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, happy with that. Lovely. So you've just got, basically that's just an extension of an existing suburban service. It's going to go a bit further now. I might add one extra line to just bring the, because it's got quite a distance to go. Oh, actually, it's going, I might as well stop it at Corby as well, eh? Might as well do that. So, Bridport, Corby, and then Paignton, and back via Corby to, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's running through there. Cracking stuff. Oh yeah, that's actually the old alignment with the old tracks. Yeah. Get rid of the rails. Very nice. July 87. Let's save quickly before save game. What have we been up to? Just, oh yeah, new trams. It's exciting. Oh, 1 hour 25. I might, what are we going to do next? So I've done that, let's tick. It's always good to tick a thing off. GNR, extend Bridport to Paynton, tick. Happy days. Oh yeah, we were going to expand Wooler Junction to 3 platforms, weren't we? Or were we? And we will, but we're not going to do it yet. That's something. That's the sort of thing that we can do in the 1900s. I think it's a task for later. Yeah, I think we've done that, so that's done. I've fixed. I've expanded Bury's freight provision. Okay, yeah, we've done it. This counts as our island episode because there's basically not much more you can do in the island on the island. So that's done too. Good, that's all done. Oh, let's have a think about our tunnel, shall we? So let's go back to our tunnel. Let's do some planning for our tunnel. Well, I've got lost. Where am I? Ely dropped. I'm the wrong blinking side of town. There we are. Let's get back here. So, first thing to have a look at, I think, is oh, let's pause for now. How deep does this thing have to be to get underneath? No, but no, that's not helpful. I need to kind of go. Why is that not working? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Let's see if that works. Just for going, because you'll see it kind of draws a cross section. So if I do this, there we are. Oh no, it doesn't. It's not worked. So that's 10. So it needs to go more deep than 10. Crikey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's up. Down. I need to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. I see, it's already not deep enough. M and N. How are M and N helping here? Huh. Let's go. So it's coming back. Don't really know what's going on down there. Is that allowing me to build a railway without a tunnel? It's kind of allowing me to build an unportaled tunnel. So it's giving you an idea of. Anyway, the point of that is this is giving me an idea of how deep my tunnel has to be. And the answer is, what was it? Was that 20? I got to, or did I go to like 16? Build the line at surface level and you see how M&N helps. Oh, okay. Really? Okay. I'm following the instruction. So if I go along here, and then reaching our tunnely destination. Oh, I see. It's almost working. I mean, it's nearly working. I presume it's not. That's because it's too steep, perhaps? It's interesting, though. Okay, so if I go minus 10 over here... Interesting. Right, that's a useful tip. So if we kind of imagine that it's going to do... Oh, it's going to do... What's the angle, actually, I need to do? Oh, it's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to go over to here. How's that? Is that looking... No, it's probably better to do an angle over this side. There we go. Now, if I then go... This is saying it's viable, but it is creating a tunnel. It is creating a tunnel that is not underwater for a sizable part of its length, which is deeply confusing to me. Let's go again. Let's go 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And over to here. Now that is underwater for... Well, there. That's now underwater for its entire length. We've just got to work out how to get back out. Okay, that's good. So we're doing it. We're building it. Is that the alignment I want? Because we kind of need to pay some attention to the alignment. That's coming through. It's coming through here. This is it. It's tunnel time. Yeah, I know it is on the seabed. That's weird. But that's worked. That's done what we need to do. There's an obvious shallow point, but that's fine. Okay, we're maybe just one more like that. Yeah. It's done. We've just... So they've started excavating, folks. The tunnel has started excavation. What I'm now going to do is demolish... now that we know what the lowest point is, which is there, I'm going to then demolish this and this and this, and also I'm going to demolish this and this and this, and also this. Why, you say? Well, it's because I'm going to try and then get it steeper on its climb up to the surface. There we go. Oh, that is not much I can do. I can probably come up a bit more quickly from this side over here, actually, to sort of follow the contour. So it'll be steep dropping down. It'll drop down very steeply, but it'll climb. Yeah, so if I go over to here, yeah. Can it not go any steeper than that? I think that is as steep as it can climb, actually, yeah. Get an idea of how deep this thing is going to have to... Is that really it? So if I then keep going, if I keep... There, it starts coming up. Yeah, you can sort of see what's going on now. But I now need it to curve round. God, it's tricky, this one, isn't it? Because that's quite a... See what I mean? How on earth I'm going to... I don't know if I'm going to get it up to the level it needs to be on the other side. Might be that I need to pull it up to be less steep. Less deep, that is. This is what I mean by the... This is my design planning. This is why I'm paused. Oh, it's deep, folks. So it only actually comes out... Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying out if I can get this now to be... Oh, come on now. Yeah, that's climbed. The thing is, it's climbed... if I... Oh yeah, use my M and N to see what happens if I do that. No, nothing. Maybe it needs to be... Maybe I do need to pull it up so it's just barely below the surface here. Because I've got it kind of quite a few notches below. Actually, maybe it makes a difference for me to tunneling this deep is quite a thing, you know. Terraform the seabed. Nah, contour layers. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Let's get the contour layer up. Yeah, is there an obvious shallower bit that we can follow? There isn't really, is there? There really isn't. Let's demolish this again. So if we go... what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now. It's kind of about where it needs to be. Yeah. Yeah. So now if I then... Okay, now it's time to bulldoze these. And then try and get the... I've got my favourite tunage playing in the background as well, have you noticed? Ugh. It really does limit on what... So if I... Now... So that's doing that. So this is fine because I can kind of build a deep cutting to bring this up to where it needs to be. But what worries me is the extent to which that needs to happen on the other side. The thing is, it can probably then come in and come round. That's probably what will end up happening. Yeah. Interesting. No, not to do terraform. Surely you don't need to go that deep. Experiment with seeing what the minimum depth goes. Yeah, agreed. You know, agreed. I am going to make this less deep. So that was 20. We need to minimise how deep this is. It needs to be like just exactly right and no deeper. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's try that now. Yeah, there we go. And if I then do the... There. That's a bit less steep. Now let's try this again. So delete these and then get these as steep an entry line as possible. So just do that. Oh. Some tunnel I forgot to bulldoze. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Now, where's that coming up in terms of angle with the main line as well? Let me just have a think. Yeah, because I kind of... That is gonna cut it. Yeah. That's it. Breached the surface, folks. Oh, that's a good point. Is this now flooded if I... Oh, no, it's not. It's okay. That's the tunnel portal, everyone. So that's now running under here. If I... Now look at the other side. This is where it gets tricky. Demolish you and you from the lowest point, and then I kind of feel like, yeah, is it going to have a curve? Like, can we safely have a curve on here and then bring it round? It'd be kind of better if we did, wouldn't it? A curve underneath. It's not ideal, but if we're doing it under land, we can have a... yeah, it's happening. So if I then... let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, that. Yep. Yes, that's way too way too deep. There we go. No helix. There's nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Actually, no. I want to. I don't think that's too... why is that not allowing me a tunnel? I mean, I suppose I could... yeah, it's so flat. Why is it so flat? Is that really the steepest ascent? I suppose it is. Yeah, it does look kind of steep, I suppose. Oh, it just shows how deep you have to go to get underneath. Yeah. Now, now I know what I need to do. I need to demolish all that curve. And I need to do this. I need to do this, everyone. So I'm not talking much because I'm concentrating a huge amount. That's rubbish, isn't it? This stream is rubbish. This is so I'm going to do. What I'm doing is now placing. I'm placing the basically a parallel straight line that I'm going to then drop. Now, do I want it to be a decent distance apart? Will this, if I? Yeah. So let's see how quickly I can drop this now. No. Now, behave. Yeah. That's going in a straight line, and it's dropping. Now, how quickly can I go? Can I do it that way? Is that working, is it? It is, you know. Oof. I'll take that. I will take that. Ugh. So it needs to go that deep, but I kind of don't need it to go that deep that quickly in that direction. So then I'm going to do my classic straight line and meet them in the middle situation. Yep. Now, let me just... first I need to just see if that's going to work the other direction for double. Yeah, it is, yeah. Good. Let me just connect this one onwards now. Okay, good. That's cool. Now, is this... oh, let's also make it easier by doing this level again. And now, is that too rapidly going to be dropping? Let's do that. Yep. And let's do this. That's too much slope. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Ugh, get off it, man. There we are. Now, can I now do this where I do the old... oh, the only trouble with this is that I can't exactly... so if I do that, so from there to there... that could work. Is that looking... looks broadly right? Has that actually connected? The other thing, have I just drawn two tunnels sort of loosely apparently. No, that is a thing. That has worked. So in the real world, there'd be a shaft here. There'd be a tunnel shaft here. This has worked. This seems to have worked. Now let me just... let me double track it. Yeah. And continue our double track adventures under the sea. And this surfaced, didn't it? Yeah, it surfaced. Yeah, good. Oh, I've gone too far. It can't work out. The AI, no, the algorithm is broken. Good. There we are. Now, straight out of there, let's leave a little bit of straight, but we're going to need to pretty rapidly get a nice big curve. $70 miles an hour, that's nice. Change the direction. Let's also just realign this road here. There we go, grand. Cracking stuff. Yeah, just make that work. There's our railway doing its thing. Oh, obviously we're just going to have to bulldoze this because we need to sort a bridge out, not a... Now, if I have this as a straight, to what extent is that a thing? Is that going to work? This is going to be built as the main line anyway, so actually we need to possibly keep that 70-mile-an-hour curve going a little bit further, actually. Yeah, there we go. Good. That's coming through there like that. Let's get this road bridge done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Very nice. Very nice. Lovely. That gets us over that. And we need to reprioritize. So this is going to get built. Oh, I've not been paying much attention to the chat. I'm so sorry. No, so double track tunnel. In the case of the Severn, built as a single two-track bore. That's a long old tunnel, isn't it? Oh, did anyone... Oh, the good thing about this is because we've built extra tunnel, we'll know exactly how long this tunnel is. Because we can screenshot the distance of tunnel that we had before and after. That's quite good. So the other good thing is that this is avoiding us having any nasty conflicts. Yes, we need to build a bridge to get over that. That's fine. In fact, we can do that right now. Let's build said bridge here. And it's just... let's do it once we've got the 4-track, the 2. Yeah. Rather than creating a pinch point, let's just create 2 4-track bits. Yeah, let's do that. Let me just bulldoze this road for now. Probably didn't need to bulldoze that bit, but it's gone anyway. And also can just get rid of that. So this junction here, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this. Something pretty... no, that's not going to work, is it? Oh yeah, from here I can probably start bringing this in anyway from this point here. Let's just bring this in. There we are. Thank you. Good. Got there eventually. You can see what I'm doing, can't you, folks? I'm bringing it in. I'm then going to draw this along here. Yeah, that seems like a nice enough point along there as well. And I'm going to basically just create a... Yeah, I'm going to get this up here. What speed? Let's get... Do I want 50? Yeah, let's go for... What's that? 45? Okay, 45 then it is. There we go. It's essentially a bit of a... It's like a bit of a track slew, changing what the centre is. It's not bad. I'm at peace with this layout at the moment. Let's see. Shall we have a tunnel POV at the end of the stream? I don't know if we're going to be running... What time is it? It's 1:50. We've got 10 minutes. I don't know. The grand opening might have to happen at the start of the next stream, you know. Should we get a... While we're here, should we get a... let me just do this. There we are. And... It'd be nice if there's another train coming in the direction, wouldn't it? Is there any train? Are there any trains coming? Let's get that train moving. Hopefully this train is going to arrive into shot. We were down here, weren't we? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Just getting ready for a screeny. That was kind of nice sound effect. Just getting a few. There we go. That's nice. That'll be for the grand opening next time. Anyway, we've got the junction set up there, although it's not plumbed in yet, signalling wise. Let's do that. Actually, let's get ourselves sorted signalling wise. That can wait there. Actually, and then probably have an intermediate block. We want to. Yeah, and then we want a halfway block between those two, I think. Yeah, that's where it's going to be. Here we go. Need to put the road back. Yeah, thank you. That's why I do this on. That's why I have you lot to help me out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. And just do this. Doing too much slope. Come on now. Cax. That'll do then. Actually, this whole lot can just get bulldozed, can't it? I'm just gonna connect it up properly. There we are. There we are. You know me. There we go. And demolish that, so I can actually keep that little bit of road because it's the original alignment, and I quite like that historic element when I'm doing my building, as all of you know by now. Select, and let's just... It's so weird that it does that vertical curve thing. I've never understood. It's very strange. Like, what's it doing? Why does it think that's a good idea? Yeah, it's better. And let's just whiz this in here. Like that. And... let's smooth this all over as well while I'm here. And this too. There we go. Cracking stuff. So now we're disappearing into our tunnel. What's going on the other side? A big curve. And then over here, right, let's signal up as well while we're... One train only is allowed into the tunnel. That's the restriction. We just need to worry about what this alignment's doing over here. We also need to bulldoze this road. Because this is going to be reprioritized in some form or other. Yeah, let's do this and this. What time is it? 1:54. Oh, are we going to finish before the next stream? I don't know if we are, actually. I think we'll have to... Let's do... No, let's see. That started over there, and it's finishing over here. There's that. That's from there to there. No. To there. There we go. Oh, one annoying thing that I didn't do there. Where's my ballast? I always forget to do this, but yeah, it's somehow so important to me. There we go. So what I actually want to do is reprioritize. So what I've done is reprioritize, so it's now a nice curve, as you can see. And this reprioritizes my main line through to the tunnel. Oh, I need to get rid of that though. Reprioritize the main line to the tunnel, and then I will install a nice... Oh, we'll get a nice little... what's that? Yeah, we'll get a nice... What's that? 40 mile an hour. I'll do 45 mile an hour. It's not bad to connect up to... There we go. It's a bit of a realignment going on, but that's nice. Nice flatly laid junction. Let's signal this up. We've got 4 minutes. I think we're going to manage to get the infrastructure down, even if we don't get the new service pattern up and running, actually making use of the tunnel. There we go. That's all that. This is lovely jazz, by the way. Absolutely loving this trad jazz. Very nice. Now, do I just want a big signal block in front of it? Yeah, let's do that for now. It might be the case that we need to double the block size on these, depending on how quickly the trains run through, and also the fact that trains will have to queue up. They'll invariably end up queuing through the tunnel. Look at this. There we go. That's going to come through here. So you can see we've prioritised now for the main lines coming through that way. Did we demolish a road that hasn't got a bridge? Yeah, we did, didn't we? It was here. How could I deal with that now? Let's have a little think. Do this. Now, if I then do this, am I going to break it or is it going to work? Let's do... let's do that. There we go. Too much slope. Dang it. Really? It's too steep. It's too steep, everyone. It's too steep. Let me just draw this one this way around instead then. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It's awful. Let's just... build this straight line up here, I think now. Lovely. And then we're going to just... we're actually going to just get rid of this road entirely and build a nice wide road connecting this to this. There we are. grand. Happy with that. Happy days. Oh, there's all sorts of chat going on. So, there we go. We've set that up. We've got our nice bit of tunnel railway. That's quite a spectacular bit of railway alignment. Yeah, look at that. That's it, disappearing off down into the tunnel. So they're still building, constructing. In my mind, they're still going. That's that set up. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? Well, I think it's a 2 hour. The 2 hour mark has passed. I think that's quite enough of that. That was exciting. We did do the big project this time. There's much chat going on in there. Continue on the Discord. If you're into Canada, you should definitely consider having a bit of war later on. We'll see what happens. We'll see how that plays out and what influence that'll have on the railway, won't we? Well, we've done it. We've built this tunnel, this new tunnel connecting Kingston to Hendon and then up to Bury, bypassing all this gubbins up here. How that looks in terms of services, we will have to see. But for now, I think let's save firstly. Cripes. What is it? It's September 87 now. New trams. Well, new tunnel. Let's save that. Oh, let's have a look at the length of tunnel, because then I can screenshot it. Headquarters, length of tunnel, total tunnels, 8.1. I can't remember what it was before, but I've now got that on here. I can remember, I can go in and check and compare, and we'll know exactly how long our new tunnel is. It'll be nice. It'll be exactly half of whatever this new figure is, because it's obviously counts as single track, I think, doesn't it? Oh, I'm pleased about that. That's yet another thing. I've now got to do new screenshots to try and get to fit into my map, but that's fine. So, where should we go and watch and enjoy as our outro while I go and do other things? I don't think I'm going to do one tonight. Actually, I'm not going to do one. I'm gonna just sign off with the tip of the hat. Everyone, that's been great. Thanks so much for joining. We've done a pretty massive bit of infrastructure work to end that stream. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode. Well, we know that the next will be the launch of the introduction of the new tunnel. That'll be the fun one. So we can experience that and see what happens there. I need to now go in and alt tabs to OBS, but all I'm going to say is kind of wave like this and sort of say cheerio. Cheerio, everyone. Cheerio. It's been a pleasure.